Stellantis is going through a lot right now. Their stock is down over 50% from its high this year. Their dealerships are struggling. Everybody is mad at the CEO, Carlos Tavares, and he continues to make stupid decisions for this company. And the new 2025 Wrangler, you're not going to be able to get the 3.6 liter with an automatic, only available with the manual. Stupidest decision you can make. The 3.6 liter was the naturally aspirated V6 option that a lot of people liked and loved it. To be honest, it was somewhat reliable and the affordable option, if that's a word. They're so expensive now. Literally, this Jeep right here has been sitting on the lot 238 days. This one over here has been on the lot 260 days. And there's a reason. Look at these price tags. And 2025, and this is why I think they're doing this manual thing. They probably are trying to sell these because they have 24s on the lot. 2024 Wrangler, $68,000, but it comes with that 3.6 liter. That's still a lot of money. That's still a lot. That's why it's still sitting here. But that's what a lot of people are saying. He doesn't want to sell 2025s. That's the whole mindset. They're going to do this to try to get these 24s because there's so many 24s sitting on the lot that have been here hundreds of days, and so they don't even want to sell 25, so they're doing this because they know most people in the United States won't even be able to drive a manual, so that's why they're doing this. But it's pretty crazy because in Europe, they can. In Germany, I lived in Germany, most people can drive manuals, but not in America, and it just doesn't make any sense why he would do that, because that is the engine to get. That little 3.6 liter, somewhat reliable, it's simple, it's simplistic, no turbos, no complicated things, but they don't want you to buy that next year. And I like manual. Nothing wrong with the manual for me, but they'd rather you buy something like this over here. They want you to get this one that, the 4XE or whatever they call them. I can't believe them. And they just had a recall, literally 150,000 vehicles affected. I don't know exactly which ones. Let's see if there's a window sticker. I don't see one on this one. And by the way, that's state law. Dealerships have to display the Moroni sticker if the vehicle's on the lot. So this vehicle is in violation of Oklahoma state law because it is actually mandated and it's a real rule. So they are violating the rules right now. Got to get that Moroni sticker on that vehicle at all times. But let's look at a regular one here. Let's see why these are sitting. Yeah, $54,000. It's a lot of money. That really is. But it's just stupid decision. Who knows why he's doing it? Maybe he just wants to do it. I think he's trying to become the next Elon Musk in his brain. I don't know, because he wants to be EV. Carlos Tavares wants to push EVs, wants to push high. I just don't know what he's thinking. Anything cool, he got rid of it. Anything that you thought was a cool vehicle, he got rid of it. Anything with the V8 that's awesome, nah, let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Oh, we can actually see what one of these, I think they're hybrid. Let's see what they actually go for. Let's see. Yeah, 60. Okay, so this is one of the cheaper ones. Yeah, one of these 4XEs. Literally 150,000 under recall. Park them away from the building. So I guess they're going to have to move these. But literally it says park away from other vehicles. Park away. Don't park in your garage. Don't even park in your driveway, barely. Kind of the same deal that Chevy was going through whenever if you guys remember the Chevy Bolt. It had the same issue. And we couldn't even sell them. We had to park it way in the back of the lot because they were at risk of catching fire. But this company is in dire need of someone else to buy them, to be honest. Someone else to take over ownership, someone else to bring it back to what we know it as. This has been sitting quite a while as well, so everything's overpriced. The product's the same. This has been the same for many, many, many years, but they didn't have to change it into an electric, and get rid of the V8. That's the stupidest thing you can possibly do. It's actually really stupid. But yeah, $59,000 with an extra $1,200 dealer add-on. That's a BS add-on. Don't pay that kind of stuff. But again, it's just stupid decision after stupid decision. Who in the world would say get rid of your V8? Some would say, well, they had to. They were forced to. They had no other option. But that's not true. You have other companies that still continue to offer the V8, and they could have kept buying carbon credits and made it work. So they could have kept it. There's no question about it. I think maybe they'll increase. I don't even think so, but maybe in their mind they're going to increase short-term profit because they don't have to keep buying these carbon credits if they get rid of that V8. But who in the world would do it in their truck, getting rid of a Hemi? I'm just like, bro, this company is making, it doesn't make any sense. And that's when they have fiduciary responsibility to return a profit. No Moroni sticker on this one either, but it does have this addendum sticker with all these add-ons. Black Widow, $24,000 add-on package. This one's been here, it's like 260 something days. But yeah, so just sitting here, and it's up there. I don't know what the price is. It's up there though. It's like 80 something grand. But yeah, I mean, you guys see, they're going through a lot right now. And it doesn't make any sense because Carlos Tavares is continuing to ruin this company. Yeah, finally they're looking for someone else to replace him. I can imagine the board is just done with the dude. Every single vehicle here has been sitting here for a long time. Even these 2025 Rams are 180, 200, 150, almost all of them. None of these have been literally 150 days, 180 days. That's a long time. But it makes sense because someone comes to shop this Ram. They figure out it doesn't have a V8. When you can go right across the street to General Motors, you can go to Ford, you can go everywhere else and still get a V8. But here, even Nissan right now still, until they get rid of their Titan. There's only a few left, Titans. But yeah, 70,000. There we go. Sorry, they won't even zoom in. But yeah, you're going to get that Hurricane 3.0 inline six. And anytime you add turbos to an engine, it's going to make it more complicated. And I get a lot of comments that say, well, diesels have turbos and they're reliable. Yes, they can be, but when diesels have issues too, and when the turbo goes out, which eventually, you know, it will probably, and it costs money. It's not cheap. Try to, one of them diesels, if a turbo goes out, it's probably $7 grand. Same deal here, and you got two of them, man. You got two of them. So there's just a lot, and there's already issues. There's already a confirmed thermostat issue, but it hasn't been nothing huge. But still, there's issues with this engine already, and it hasn't been out that long. So not a big fan of this truck at all, and that's why there's a row of 2025s here, no V8s, and they've all been sitting here literally over 100 days. Some of them nearly 200. Keep in mind, those are 2025. So it's just how it is when you don't offer V8s. And then you have a line of these Hornets that they're not worth anything basically because they're so overpriced. Realistically, this would compete with like the Chevy Trax. This would compete with like vehicles like that, right? That's what makes sense to me. Let me go check a window sticker because you could get a Chevy Trax in the 20s. That's where you buy them at. $52,000. And you get a 1.3 liter turbo engine. Who knows? That could be the most reliable engine ever, but I highly doubt it. And so the depreciation on this vehicle, if you were to purchase this for $52,000, I don't even want to know how much money you would lose because it would be a large amount. I guarantee you the actual cash value of this vehicle right now, if it was used with a couple thousand miles, would probably be $30,000, if that. Literally, if that. Because anybody who buys this, any dealership, they know they cannot sell this vehicle because it's not worth it. Who in the right mind would price it that much? And that's when you got to realize Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, they have the largest increase out of every other manufacturer. So, and I know Dodge, Jeep, and Ram are separate, but they're all up there. So like Jeep had like a 46%, Dodge had like a 50% increase from 2019 to 2024, according to CarEdge.com. So they know what they've done. They increased their price way out of proportion. Sales are down. Dealerships are mad. Everybody's not happy with what's going on. Leave your comment. Let me know what you think about the situation, especially with the Jeep getting rid of the automatic and the 3.6 liter. It just doesn't make sense to me, but let me know what you think.